Hello everyone, Jorge here with AWS Cloud Native and Nexus Technologies, Nexus for linking, Nexus for connecting. October 27, 2024. Winter and Christmas is around the corner. And what are we doing here with AWS Cloud Native Technologies and our partnership with Cloud Underground and the private DevSecOps Dojo? What are we doing? We are building top latest technologies, or what we call bleeding edge technologies, where we teach AI, blockchain technologies, we teach you cybersecurity and cloud native technologies. Today's video is about the Amazon Web Services Elastic Kubernetes service, where we created a cluster and we finished. I'm almost done with my first project where I teach people how to use cloud native technologies, which is Kubernetes in this case, and we implement these cloud native technologies into Amazon Web Services, the public cloud, and now you're learning public cloud and cloud native technologies. And we are actually using microservices by deploying containers and web applications. So by doing this, we also customizing a lot of different parts, components between the public cloud, such as users, the networking part, buying domains, and much more. And actually, I'm going to give you a quick rundown here of what you could be learning with us if you join our community, where we give you blueprints and you can find these videos online. The only difference is that you can have direct access to me. You can have the blueprints, which I will allocate the documents for you so you can take them anytime or just save them on your local computer. So this project that I've been working on, it took me like maybe less than a full week. So we did a custom VPC, which is a networking from AWS. We set up the users and roles. We implemented the first cluster for Kubernetes, or the Elastic Kubernetes service. I did set up a local computer here at my place where I have a server, and I did have to install some tools for me to have connectivity to that service in the public cloud, right? We also customized a public website or HTML site for us to deploy that code into the container. We also bought a domain. We set up some other records for the DNS, and we learning how to use the Elastic Container Registry from AWS, where you can create or build your Docker containers and have a repository inside AWS. So we are talking about a lot of different components in here, microservices, clustering for KAS, right? We're talking about cloud native, which is almost the same thing, right? We're talking about public cloud. We're talking about using Linux machines. We're talking about connectivity, setting up domains. You could be learning all that and implement basically and start offering these services to companies out there, or to users, or to restaurants. And you know what? You don't need to be an expert. You don't need to be a genius to do all this kind of stuff. Why? Because aside that it's not that super hard, because now we have ChatGPT and we have a lot of different tools. You also have the blueprints that I'm providing you for you to be a top-notch expert, right? By learning public cloud. Who is not asking for public cloud today? Who is not using Kubernetes? Kubernetes is the future, right? Because now when you have that base layer, people now, if they want to do blockchain, people are throwing blockchain networks on top of Kubernetes. People are throwing, is putting on top AI services on top of Kubernetes by using containers too, and customizing the GPUs for that to work with the hypervisor or work with the containerized applications, right? So this is the future. The future is blockchain, AI, and cloud native technologies, okay? And of course, you cannot miss cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is always there. So what I have done, I created a simple project where you can use everything you see here on the screen, right? And basically, it is the best way to learn cloud native technologies, right? By using these skills, you actually learn in public cloud, and you learn many other different services, because Amazon have over 300 services, right? So one by one, we use the Route 53, Amazon services for setting up users and roles. You use the EKS service, the BPC service. So there is a lot of different components or services from Amazon AWS, right? That you could be learning by just doing things easy. Don't have to complicate your life. You just try, implement, get it done, sell it, teach this, bring it to work, and say, "Oh, I found a better way to do things." So again, if you would love to be part of this community, feel free to check my website, lickcloud.ca. There is a tab for Avalos Cloud Native, and this is a lifetime membership, which you learn cloud native, cybersecurity, blockchain, smart contracts, and AI. Of course, you're gonna have these videos are online for everyone to see. You're gonna have the blueprints that you only get from me and from my community, and you also have these blueprints in here, right? So a step by step of how we do all this. All right, so let's get going now. I'm gonna take a quick break for the first 5 minutes, but feel free to check my website and looking forward to work with you. Actually, I should give you a quick rundown of what I did deploy. So as you can see here, let's go to Route 53 here. I'm gonna go into my domains. My domains. You can see that I have this domain, avalocloudnative.ca, right? It's right there. And if I click in here, you can see that it belongs to me. Of course, there's a personal information in there. Please don't look at it. It's okay. And then if I open that website, I'm gonna go into avalocloudnative.ca. I have deployed this website in port 80 for now with ChatGPT. So I didn't have to do much. I just say, please do this, do that. And then I copied that code into a Docker container and I assign a port, an IP address, or a load balancer from AWS. And there you go. You have a website. You could be doing this. It could be a service you could be deploying out there, right? What is behind this website right here? Where there is some custom networking, there is a Kubernetes service on AWS, right? There is users that there is a repository for containers, and you could be learning all this. Okay, and I'm gonna try to do now a new deployment for you to learn how to do this. It's free, right? It's on YouTube, but for you to learn a lot more on how I'm going to cluster, or maybe how I'm going to maybe scale this web server, right, to the Google Kubernetes service or engine, and then to Entra or Azure Kubernetes service, and then on premise, and I can have now all these clusters from different vendors or platforms from the public cloud and on premise all connected together doing amazing things. And I call this the multi-cloud clusters, clustering of clusters, something like that, because this is multi-cloud and you are basically mixing different platforms and even on premise. So what I'm trying to say in here is that your applications, they could be resilient against anything out there, right? Now imagine that you can throw blockchains on top of this, maybe for the Kubernetes services to authenticate with each other, or AI to detect anomalies or to make it smarter. And then you throw the cyber security and you start monitoring all these different components, whatever you want to do monitoring or performance, for anomalies or anything you can think of. So this is exactly what you're going to be learning with us. You're going to become a platform engineer. You're going to become a DevOps. You're going to become a SRE engineer and much, much more. And you add the blockchain part and AI, and you will be someone you need in the market. All right, so I hope you like it. I'm going to pause it here for now, and I'm going to show you how to deploy a new pod or a new container to the Amazon EKS service by using ChatGPT. And of course, all the other work for the VPCs and all that, everything have been done. So you have to watch my previous 2 videos. And then I would love, and I'm looking for people who can help me to basically, one thing is doing it, another thing is automating, another thing is making it more secure, another thing is doing the pen testing, another thing is implementing the blockchain, whether it's for the apps or for user authentication or for the systems to authenticate with each other. So the ideas are just like many ideas, and the future is just looking bright for those people who wants to work hard, for people who wants to learn the latest of the latest, and for you to be unique in the market, because we also show you here how to be your own boss, how to be your own entrepreneur, how to do personal branding and step out from the crowd. And I love to do that. I think that I had the energy and the capacity for me to basically be this person today, because for many years I did work alone until I found a mentor who was able to coach me and share his experience with me. Now I would love to do the same. So again, I'm gonna pause this for a second here and we keep going, okay? Thank you very much. All right, so I'm back here. So before I get started with the pod deployment, I wanted to give you a quick rundown of what I have done. So you saw the domain here, avalocloudnative.ca. You saw the website, avalocloudnative.ca, right? That is running in the EKS service that I have here. My EKS service or cluster is called Avalok Cloud Native as well. EKS is right here. And if I come into, let's go to compute, okay? We can see that we have two different workers or nodes, right? And there is one group, okay? And then if we want to see what pods are there, we have a few, right? You can see here, we have a few services in here. You can see the clustered nodes, the IP addresses as well, okay? And then from here, on this local machine, I can actually get connectivity to the EKS service. This black screen that you see right here, this terminal, is actually my local computer. So for you to get there, I have to install three different tools: the AWS CLI tools, the EKSCTL tools, and the KubeCTL tools. And basically authenticate and be able to communicate with this cluster that I just showed you online. Okay, so you can see, let's say if I want to see the services. Now I have answers, and I can copy, let's say, this one here. I'm gonna copy this IP for 80, and let's see where is it going to take me. It's gonna take me to my website, as you see it. Okay. What other command did I have saved over here just in case? Get the pods. So the marketing deployment tool, which is basically I'm using this page to do my marketing as a lead page, right? And you could be doing the same too. You can have, let's say, in a cluster from Amazon AWS for the EKS service, you can have, let's say, 100 web servers, 200, 300, doesn't matter. And you could be offering these services to your customers. And you don't have to worry too much about the cluster because it's managed by AWS. So they make things easy when it comes to replication of the pods and stuff like that. How healthy is the cluster, make sure that there's always connectivity and things are working good. And you take a big load off your shoulder by just letting Amazon do this work. Okay. If I go to, let's go the VPCs, which is the networking part. Remember, I was trying to show you everything that we did in here. We did, by doing this little project, we did VPCs, set up users and roles. We deployed the cluster, set up a machine locally here, an HTML site, a Docker file. We had to build your own Docker containers. But a domain with Amazon, we created some zones and records, and we started using a repository for us to save our own containers. Okay, and you can automate all these things with Terraform or any infrastructure as code tool out there. It's a Puppet, could be Puppet, Ansible, it could be Terraform. What else can I show you here aside from the EKS service? So we're gonna try to make a second videos for this. This is just like, I'm thinking this video is more like marketing, which is okay. I don't mind because you're trying to get the concept. So these pods or the pod is basically the application that I just showed you, the web page. We can deploy this same pod and have some kind of redundancy, right? In Google or Azure or Entra or on-premise by basically connecting all these Kubernetes services from each vendor and on-premise too. How cool is that? That's a multi-cloud environment. This is exactly where we're going. And we're gonna add the other technologies on top of this. So I hope you like this video. I hope it was engaging for you. I hope you get the concept, right? Because you're learning AI, blockchain, cybersecurity, and cloud native technologies. Again, my name is Jorge Avalo from Avalos Cloud Native Technologies, my personal branding. And if you sign up to my website here, right, and check what we do. We talk about mental health, opportunities, consultancy work together, personal branding, supporting each other, a little family. Everyone wins. If you feel that this is something for you, you will have access to me directly and to my community as well. If I'm not there, someone else will get back to you. You will have documentations, YouTube videos, support, and experience. This is stuff that you don't get from college, university, and you don't need to go there either. You could be just challenging the certifications and just learning by doing hands-on. So thank you very much. October 27, 2024, 2025. Oh, it's looking bright. Next year is going to be looking beautiful for all of us. The people who's working hard. We are innovating. We are mixing technologies, and we are using the latest of the latest. Again, I'm Jorge Avalo. See you soon. Thank you very much. Bye.